Alright guys, number 4, you gotta describe the shift from the parent equation, which is 4x minus 7. So based off the changes, how has the graph changed? What happened to it? Okay? So it says y equals 4x minus 7, and I want to compare that to y equals 2x minus 7. So I want you to notice that b value is the same, but the slope has changed, which means it's going to be less steep. Now remember, anytime the slope is less, or the absolute value is less, it's going to be less steep. Anytime it's greater than, it's going to be more steep. Alright, now I look at b. I want you to notice that 4x and 4x are the same. They have the same steepness, but the difference is the y-intercept. So it's been shifted up 17 units. Then I want you to write also, but the lines are parallel. Lines are parallel because they have the same slope. Now this one, it's a little tricky. It's the trickiest of the bunch. This is negative 4x, and this is positive 4x, but the y-intercept is the same. So when that happens, it's going to be a reflection. It's going to be like a mirror. It's going to be a reflection of the y-axis. Okay? Now number 5. I want you guys to go ahead and do this one on your own, so press pause, and I want you to answer A, B, C, and D. Okay? Alright, so the correct answer for A is it has the same slope, so it's shifted up. Five units. This one has a different slope, but the same y-intercept, so it is a more steep of a graph. You can plop these into Desmos to double check your answers. Now this one's negative 1/4, and I'm comparing it to negative 1/2. So since it's a smaller number, it is going to be less steep. Now the third one, or the fourth one, they have the same y-intercept, but they have opposite slopes. So this is going to be a reflection of the y-axis. And the final point, same slopes, so the lines are going to be parallel, but this one is a shift up, how many units? It shifted up 8 units. Because you're always looking at the parent equation there. Like I said, if you have questions with any of these, you're more than welcome to put them in Desmos to actually visualize, see the shift, okay? Now the last one is this big giant table, and it's basically saying, hey, I have this parent equation right here, and I want you to tell me what changed. Okay, so I'm going to do the first two and I believe the sixth one with you guys, okay? So this is saying y equals 3x plus 2, and now it changed to y equals 3x minus 3. I wanted you to see that we have the same slope, different b value. Different b value. So the description of the shift is it shifted down 5 units. Okay. Now it says change the slope to 1 while keeping the y-intercept the same. If I do that, my equation, my slope is now 1x, and I'm going to keep the y-intercept the same, the constant the same, the b value the same. So describe the shift of the original equation. Now the original one was 3x, my new one is 1x, so that would be, I have a less steep slope. I have the same y-intercept. Okay? Remember, if I'm going too fast, you can always pause this, rewind it, so on and so forth. I'll go ahead and do the fourth one. It says the new line is translated down, is translated 2 units down. So the original one was y equals 3x plus 2. If it was translated down, it would just look like y equals 3x. And from there, you can just, oops, change the notebook. So then we kept the slope the same. Changed b value. All right. And then the last one I'm going to help you with is the last one. It says the new line is a rotation of the original line of y equals 3x plus 2, about point 0, 2, and the new line is steeper. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up a graph really quickly. So if we look at this graph, let me find one. And the equation was y equals 3x plus 2. That means I would go up 1, 2, and have a slope of 1, 2, 3 over 1, 1, 2, 3 over 1. And so here's my equation of a line. And what it's saying is I want to have a rotation on the y-axis. So if this is rotating right here, do we see how it is? I basically put like a nail on 0, 2. So it says I have a slope of 3 x, I have a slope of 3, and I want to make it either less steep or more steep. So let's look at what the actual equation said. It says I want to have it, the new line be steeper. So if I want the new line to be steeper, everything's going to stay the same except the slope. And remember, if I want it to be more steep, I have to increase the slope. Okay? So we've got to increase the slope. So if we go to the last slide, the equation needs to be y equals any number greater than 3. So if I just put 5x plus 2. So then we have a new slope, same b. Okay? Alright guys, from there I want you to go ahead and answer the rest of this table. If you have any questions and you need to double check your answers, I put the completed notes online, so you can go ahead and look at that if you have any questions.